Hello everybody, PikaPlusHD here, and I am back after quite a long break, and I actually am back this time. No computer issues. I've got a new computer, so I do heavily apologise that the most recent attempt of coming back kind of ran into major issues, but I'm sure I'll go into that in an update video if I can get my webcam working, but for now we'll just kind of leave it at sorry. To be honest, the year was very busy in general as well, so as much as I did want to come back and as much as I was trying to come back, like, everything was getting in the way. Like, nothing would allow me to actually be back. And you know, I'm kind of just thinking right now of all the kind of times that I have tried to come back, and you know, I haven't really succeeded in coming back very much, but I have unlisted some of the most recent you know, some of the most recent videos that I did upload from the last attempt of coming back. Let's just say quite a few of them didn't work very well. I wasn't too happy with how they came out, and I'm not too happy with how these people are playing, to be honest. I mean, Danilo clearly having a bit of a troll, but looks like Danilo's getting last place there. Last place for Danilo. But this is the Road to VR. It was kind of an idea that came up originally ages ago on the channel, but unfortunately, like a lot of other series, it kind of hit, you know, it hit snags that I didn't want it to, but it just did. First snag was that my old computer actually packed up so bad it wouldn't take the what do you call it? It wouldn't take the capture card. The reason I've got less than the starting VR is because I disconnected. I tried recording this a few minutes ago, and I actually disconnected from a room and lost 130 VR. But the Road to VR, or the I guess we'll just call it Mario Kart Wii Casual Races at this point, is now just generally having a bit of a chat while low kind of edit videos. And I know a lot of other larger channels have these kind of things where you just casually talk for 15 minutes while you're just playing a game that you know. And you kind of update the group of people how you're doing, you know, what's happening. And I did get a lag start again, proving I disconnected quite badly, and people are teleporting, so I'm not too sure what Dry Bones wanted to do off the map there, but looks like I'm not getting last unless he comes back on the map. Yeah, this controller is not actually working very well. The wheelie button is really temperamental, and as you can probably tell, I'm spamming it a lot more than it actually seems to want to respond. So we have that, the fact that my wheelie button isn't actually working very well at all. We also have, you know, a lot of other things, like I am more into doing casting and stuff like that. I haven't actually played much, you know, and when I do try and play, it's more casual. It's not as competitive, but you know, after 8 years of the game being a thing, you're not really going to be playing for 8 years straight, are you? Says the guy that's been playing for nearly 8 years straight. But yeah, so Mushroom Gorge, quite an easy track to play, hopefully. As we can see, we're already on lap 3 right now. And we can see someone is impersonating All-Stars, and he's probably going to get away with first, given that he's a Funky Kong and I have no wheelie button. See if I can pull a red hit out of nowhere. Oh, we did have the... Yes, I've hit him. Okay. So, hopefully I don't get blued or target shocked here. I don't think we've had a shock, so... There's a possibility. I don't think we've had a blue in some time either, but... This is generally just going to be a video saying, oh no, I've been greened. There we go. Someone got a bit lucky, but... Yeah, in the last year, I was in year 11 to start with. Earlier on in the year. Oh, my lag. There we go. Yeah, I was in year 11 to start with this year. And, or this year is in 2015. I'm actually recording this the 4th of January 2016. And it will probably go up the same day, hopefully, if the internet wants to work and doesn't crash out on me. But yeah, so I started out in year 11, and of course, GCSEs are a major thing, so I had them on my mind. And then I said I was back. I didn't get that many responses, so it took me quite some time to kind of pick a game. And then once I'd picked the game, I suddenly ran into like major issues, like my computer was overheating, and overall it just wasn't doing what I wanted it to. So I spent all the time from like July up until like a couple of days ago trying to, you know, desperately use that computer as much as I could, but, you know, update videos, recording, stuff like that. That was never going to happen given the state of that computer. Like, it just wasn't fit for purpose. So this computer is a Skylake i5. It's actually quite good. It was quite expensive though, so let's be honest, it had to kind of be decent. But yeah, hopefully this computer lasts me a few months at least. You know, long enough to get myself back on track on YouTube, and, you know, also where I work, which a few of you may have gathered when I was doing videos to start with, that I was actually, you know, working at YouTube networks and stuff like that. And in fact, we merged a few networks to form an MCN, which came out around, I want to say September or August last year. Last year being 2015. That's very confusing. But we launched it, and it's called Zunix, and as people may gather, it's kind of in the top, like, 60 MCNs on Social Blade. It's actually quite a growing MCN. You know, it's quite a big deal, and it means a lot to me that the work I'd put in, and, like, the certification of all the tests and all of that, like, it's actually come to work, and, you know, it's enjoyable seeing how much effort can go in and the output of happy people. But it's, again, really frustrating when things don't work out, or when you get really angry people that clearly don't understand how things work. But I mean, this is kind of a way to relieve the stress, isn't it? Being creative. And oh, that's a good snipe on me. Gonna give him that. Given that it's a tiny worldwide, I really don't expect that much to happen. I expect me to probably lose them, because, as I'm saying, I've got a broken controller, and given my luck, I won't be able to overtake. Nope, he hit the post. I'm not too sure what he did there, but it appears as if he hit the post and got penalised for it. So there we go. These videos are going to try to be like 15 minutes long. But, so yeah, I did okay in my GCSEs. I passed. That's what matters. I passed. And, yeah, so, as I said, after that, I had the whole of summer, and I was thinking, great, 3 months to record. And then the computer packed up, and then I had stuff like Zunix going on, like, all the way through. And I still work at Zunix. I'm still there, but, You know, I'm trying to get a few of my channels out of the contracts that they're in. Like, this one's at full screen, this channel, which will be the channel that I use, regardless of if I change my branding or not. And I probably will, but I just kind of want to make my channel a bit more personal, a bit less... Oh, I don't want to say a bit less common, but you know what I mean, like, a bit less generic. Like, oh, he's a PokeTuber, therefore he's got a Pikachu up front, and he's got a Pokeball on his icon, and he's got, like, HD written in his everything. But, hopefully, I think this thing is available for a custom URL, this channel, and I'll see what I can do with that, but hopefully, once the graphic changes do come out, and I haven't started on them yet, I wanted to start on them, like, near Christmas, but, of course, the postal service over here is not very good, and, I kind of was waiting until, like, New Year's, or the 2nd of January, actually, I got my computer, so, you know, it was quite an important thing to get the computer, because now I can work on stuff, now I can get stuff done, but, as I say, I haven't had, like, any editing software, I've not got recording software yet for anything, I've not even got stuff like WinRAR set up, I've just been getting back to things with stuff like streaming. The way I'm recording this, I'm actually using OBS, and it's working quite well. I mean, hopefully. Hopefully you don't say, no, it's really terrible, Tom, please change. Because I haven't got much way to change yet, but I'll try spending my time actually changing up and getting stuff done. Of course, graphics, as you could probably tell from speed arts, they can take like a few hours to perfect, if not days. Like, depending on if you've got custom characters drawn on them or anything like that. And I was kind of waiting on a graphic artist to get their work done for me, because I actually had a branding pack that I'd paid for and everything, but they haven't. And I think I said that in an update video in like May, that I was waiting on that to arrive, and I'm still waiting on it now, so I'm just going to ask for my money back at this rate, because to be quite honest, I know he's probably not working on it. And as faithful as I do want to be, and as, like, honest as I do want to be, I'm not going to be, you know, waiting what's been nearly a year for an item that, you know, I've tried coming back to my channel twice now in the time that he could have done his graphic work. But, yeah, this will probably be the last race of this video. Thank you for watching. I will try using social media a lot more, as well as responding to comments. So if you'd like to give any more comments on how to improve this, please feel free to give me some. As I say, though, this is going to be like a really not very edited series. This is literally just going to be open up in the recording software, you know, talk for a few minutes, and you're done. And then upload it. You know, if you've got a thumbnail or anything, use that. But I will probably just record another right after this. But thanks for watching.